Hey, everybody. Back again. Let's go finish off Nickel, right? There's really nothing else to do. Yesterday, we got about halfway through the Nickel chain. Probably, something like that. There's going to be more steps today, but they're going to be fewer buildings. So that's about it's a push, right? And if I look at my notes over here, we can expect 8.91 nickel grade 4 coming out of here per second. Okay, we can deal with that. Where do you go, nickel grade 4? You go into a ball mill, and then... No, wait. We're already in a ball mill. Nickel proc. Alright, so we go into sulfuric acid and a hydrocyclone, then into an agate. I really wish I hadn't given up all my agates, right? An agate, flaught, scrubber, flaught again. Oh my god. So much, so much. And this is all... What am I even looking at here? So nickel pulp stage 2 can be smelted. And that kind of tells me this is the nickel 2.5 recipe right here. It's like it's only 50 molten nickel, and then stage 1. Why would I want to do that? Can I not get rid of all of this? So it's here. I actually haven't looked at this at all. So we make prepared nickel pulp, and then we can turn that into nickel pulp. And is this really all we can do with this? Yeah, it just goes into stage 1. And then stage 1 to stage 2, stage 2 to... No. Stage 2... They're doing the thing again, where you go stage 2, and then you got to go take a walk, and then you get back to stage 3. Thanks, guys. So stage 2 goes here to overflow. Then overflow goes to slime and tailings. And then the slime goes back to overflow. Okay, so that regenerates. And then we end up with tailings. Nickel tailings? And the nickel tailings rejoin here. So that's the goal. So we go to 1, 2, step aside, go to overflow, slime and tailings. Slime goes back to overflow, and then we all end up in tailings here. Strange how tailings really is our goal. And then we go back to pulp, and then we go to stage 4, and then stage 4 to prepared nickel solution, and then to high-grade nickel right there. And then high-grade nickel, this has to be our goal, right? It has 180 molten nickel, so yes, that's our goal. So, all right, so we need hydrocyclone, agate, flaught, and then we take a walk. And we go to leaching, and then that's it. Hydrocyclone, agate, flaught, leach. Hydrocyclone. I didn't get rid of all my agates. Flaught, right there, excellent. Then leaching. Hey, I have all this stuff on me. All right, so let's start visualizing. Let's start manifesting this. So we're going to have to bring in sulfuric. And then we're going to have to get salt and limestone. Neither of which I'm terribly thrilled about. And then we do prepared nickel pulp here with just water and air. That's okay. And then down here, nickel overflow with glycerol. Here, maybe we keep going, right? Nickel proc. We got all the way to leaching station. Then we do centrifugal pan. That puts it's centrifuge, centrifugal pan, and then centrifuge again. This is what I'm looking at. Xylitol is going to be hard to come by. So we only have one of you. Is this right? No. Nickel overflow, is that right? That makes nickel overflow. And this takes nickel overflow and makes the slime. And now I need the centrifugal pan, which I don't think I keep any of those on me. So I need centrifugal pan, and I need a bunch of centrifuges. That's okay. We can get those things. Hopefully I have those things. I know I tried to arrange the circumstances where those things would be produced. And then we need centrifugal pan, which is one of these spinny things. It's spinny on its side, spinny with flanges, or spinny with a swirl. What sort of spinny do we want today? I think it's that. All right. We can spin things in many, many different ways. We are advanced. All right, so you make nickel slime, and then the pan, right? Pan. It's a swirly looking thing, just like everything. You're right next door because you make nickel slime to nickel overflow. You guys are the same sort of thing. Nickel overflow, and then it takes the slime, and the xylenol goes back to overflow. And so we just have the overflow coming out here. No, wait, we just have the tailings coming out of here, which means centrifuge again. Okay, I've lost the plot. All right, let's go back. Let's take a look. Nickel proc. So if we've hit this and we've got all the tailings, now we're at nickel solution. Different from pulp, different kinds of flow in tailings and slime. This is solution. No, wait, we jump back to here. Yeah, we need a scrubber and then a float and then another centrifuge. So do I have a scrubber on me? I know next up is float and then centrifuge. And you are... Yeah, you're right there. And that's our arrow float. And then centrifuge, prepared nickel solution. But what we're missing here is... It's already fallen out of my head. Yeah, we go look again. So we go right here. Scrubber. We need a scrubber in this step. And we don't have one of those. We have a wet scrubber. No, don't even think about it. Don't even think about using a wet scrubber when you need an actual scrubber. It's not going to work. It's a totally different kind of rubbing things against other things. Just no. No. Where is scrubber? Scrubber right there. Scrubber right there. Okay. Now try again. Fill in the missing link right here with a scrubber. I love these buildings. Very well done building. Nickel pulp goes to stage 3. Stage 3 goes to stage 4. Stage 4 goes to prepared nickel solution. And then you go into a filter. And then it goes into a direct reduction, then a sintering plant. So filter is the last stop here. And we get high-grade nickel, right? Yeah. Yeah. So filter, where are you? Right there. And that's this. All right. Now it's time to make this work. And that's high-grade nickel, and that's all this. So this is our goal today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. And then all the smelting stuff. So what we're going to do... We're going to pick up all this, and you are going to serve as templates for me. Right now, I need you out of my way. So, number 1, we have to do... Well, let's gather... No, it's not. Yeah, let's not do anything. Let's bring down biofluid, and let's hook up sulfuric and get that coming in. And then after that, we shall begin. Yes? Okay. Oh, we kind of picked a poor line to have our primary output on, eh? Yeah, we could have done this a little better, I think. No, this is just reflux. That's not good still, but no longer critical level bad. Can I do this? Oh, I can do that. It's wrong, but it works. I wish it would... Here, maybe if we do that. And we just... Oh, that's easier. Oh, wow. I just learned something. How is it I can still be learning how to play Factorio? So many hours into this. Stunning, really is. All right, so what we want right now is a requestor right there, and then sulfuric. Right there, right there. Okay, good. Sulfuric in, on the way. Mix it with that, get tailings out. Get rid of the tailings. Great. How many of these bad boys are we going to need? This, we need my calculator. I'm not going to do this in Notepad. As stated before, we have 8.91 nickel 4 coming in, and it's used at about 0.66 a second. So we need 14 of these merry fellows. I don't know if we have any lesson that we can draw from this. So let's just take a 1, 2, 3, 4, and leave a gap, right? And we're going to have to go get more. All right, so this is the goal that we're going for. And then we have to leave beacon space in the middle, obviously. So, 1, 2, 3, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is absolutely, positively not going to work out. So we have to take this vanidates line right here, and we have to hit that. And then we can't use this. Well, we're not going to be exactly right here because we also have to bring in our material, and that comes in the center. Here, you guys get picked up. What we need to do is one of these, right? Here, and then these guys get picked up. And this guy gets picked up. And so we'll have our material come in kind of like this. And we have we have a complicated thing to do right here. And if we use the center, we can't do that. So we have to face this in. And this has to be the sulfuric line. Okie dokie. I wish I could see this more. Or maybe I'm just a little tired. Could be that. Maybe I need a nap. Nap does sound really good right now. But no, not while the factory needs me. Do not tempt me with such things. All right, so sulfuric all hooked up. It'll come in over there somehow. And then these guys, they just ride the rails on the outside, I suppose. And then maybe I move this somehow, perhaps. Ooh, no, this has to go right there. Which isn't terrible. Alright, I suppose I am pretty happy with this placement overall. So, down we go. Perfect, right? And then we'll have sulfuric in. Now I just have to put in 14 of these happy fellows. And there's 8. There is 12. And we need 2 more, right? So it's just like so. Clip that. We need 6 more hydrocyclones, which I'll go get in a second. This is going to tailings, which is not gonna work out. And then right there, right there. Beautiful. Perfect. Fantastic. Superlative. And you come over here, and you're going to jump down right here. There. All hooked up. And all we have to do is get some more hydrocyclones. And... oh, we need to trim this last line, right? No, already did. Good. So... the next one's going to be a problem, isn't it? It needs material components. Physical, whale-delivered components. Take that, please, and take that, please. Now we have to get tailings out. Probably right here is best for that? Question mark. Let's see if this is in fact true. Come with me, my friend, to a land where you will become vanadium solution. You will merge with the blood, and in the synergy, something new shall arise. And this is a terrible line for this. There aren't really... we have to come further over. Okay, fine. Maybe I'm doing this backwards and I should be bringing it down from where it would be best to tie in. Though both ways of doing this are perilous in their own way, you know? This is nickel? What's this doing? Yeah, it's nickel. So I want to tie in like right here, I guess. Missed a nice little leap. Let's see if we can make this work. I betcha this is going to be just fine. This is the perfect line. I have complete and utter optimism. I am filled with radiant, felicitous joy that this is the exact right thing to be doing right now. I am guided by otherworldly powers, and they know exactly what to do. All right, we'll tie in here then. It would have been better to be up here, but, you know, what can I do? Apparently, not much. What am I doing with this? I was trying to get the wrong thing out, too. All right, so this is all hooked up. Waste product out, primary product in. Okay, next tier, for which we need an agit. Bring this over here, I say. First question. How many agits do we need? So 14 of those guys going, bouts, and it's making 33 of the liquid per. So times 33.3. And we're going to be producing 450 of whatever this thing is, prepared nickel pulp. And this drinks in at 66. And you already know the answer is here. We're going to need 7 of these guys. So right in a row. That's going to be easy. It's going to be a very, very easy one row thing to do right here. Okay. Now, I really should go get some more hydrocyclones. Let's go do that. I think I left a bot behind there, and he's going to be really pissed at me. Oh, Daddy did not wait for me. Daddy just left. Well, that happens sometimes, kid. You got to get on these things. Oh, I should get a bunch more pipe while I'm here. Just completely oversaturate myself on pipe. It will be needed. And the ironic thing, my abandoned son, is if you would have just waited right where you were, I would have come and got you. The answer was faith. All along, the answer was faith. And you had none. Tragic. All right, there. Vanidates hooked up again. All right, what do we got to do here? The number is 7, and 7 is what we got. I don't think there's any reflux in here. We need limestone and salt. I am not a fan of this. So I guess we got to do this. I guess we got to do this. And then limestone, salt, and then somewhere we put the beacon, right? And then how do we hook this up? With a big H, I think. And it's one liquid in, one liquid out. We want the liquid. We want that in. We want this. This. And then H. I think this is the perfect right here. Oh, thank you. Now climb right in. Come on. So the prepared pulp right there will come in like so, and then this will come vertically like so, and then we'll move it on down here somehow. Or maybe we don't do that. Maybe we do something a little different. Well, it's going to be a little awkward if I don't do like this. But a little awkward's okay. H and H. So we don't go in there. Instead, we come down like this. And we tie in like this. And that will make it a little more comfortable, right? And then over here, link up right there, but we have to put a caravan here, so don't do it yet. Maybe we'll come down through here or do something. I don't know. Let's look ahead. What happens next? You just need water and air. That's easy. And you need glycerol, and you're probably in the next box, so who cares? All right, understood. So we only need one aerial caravan here. You need to be somewhere like this. Maybe even put it down here. You know? The next one needs watts of water, which is a shame. No, don't put it right there. That's probably going to be a problem. Right here is pretty good, though. I think that's all right. Especially if we do salt out here. See, I wish I could do that. Like, right-click on the icon and then paste it, but it doesn't do... She doesn't go. Salt. No, this should be limestone, excuse me. And then like that. And then, but I have to do the rest of this. This doesn't exist right now. So I guess it was just foolishness for me to put that down at all. Which is, you know, what I do. So right there. Right there. And then that goes in. And then right here. And I guess I do this. Even though we don't want these guys. Too much, my friends. Too much. So pick that up. Then we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to do any of that anymore. And this is... Oh. It's a doubler right here. Got it. Right there. Followed by right there. And we have a big via in the center. Kind of too big, honestly. There's being efficient with space, and there's just being wasteful with space, you know? All right, so that hooks up, and then that's in, and then we have our materials in, and we have beacon space in the center. Everything's great. Could probably be moved up a bit. Like right there is real snug. Great. So what'll have to happen here is this right there will have to get into this right here, and that's easy. We will give a special dispensation. No, we don't even have to do that. All I have to do is this. Yeah, look at that. Nice. All right, so that gets the prepared solution in to make pulp 1. And what we really need right now to make pulp 2. All right, so we're going to have salt up on top. So, up. This is really doing the worst of all worlds right now. So I guess doing that. Believe in art. Okay, like so. And you are going to be salt, please. Salt. And then right here, this is limestone out, which I did before, which I probably should not have done. At least it proves something to me, right? Limestone. Bang, bang. Okay. All over. We should probably wire this up. Fiat lux, I say. Okay. Then line up perfectly, right? We strive for perfection in all things, even though we know full well it cannot be achieved. And in the struggle, we find humanity. It's true. All right, so that all gets hooked up, and okay, we're missing that. We don't find humanity. We just correct our mistakes. Okay, right there. So we need a whale. Give me this, give me that. And then along the side. Some of these lines are distressingly spiderous. See, not a lot of interconnections. I can see this going out of power through a rogue click. Anyway, our number is what, 7? Salt is 10 though. So it's 10 and 2 is our number 12. How high does limestone stack? Does anyone remember? Limestone is in the earth stack, which is right here. No, we don't have any. We have none. So it stacks to 100 whenever it'll show up. And salt stacks to 50 because it's counted as an ore, even though salt ore, kind of a strange concept. Where is it? Right over here somewhere? No, for serious, where did I put my salt? We are out of it, maybe? Should definitely be over here somewhere. Right there, that's limestone. Oh man, I really wish I could tag these things. It would help me so much. This is empty because this is doing substrate. Oh, here's salt. And yes, it does stack to 50. All right, salt stacks to 50, so our number is 12. So 9,000 divided by 12, 750. Whale, get out here. We need whale hungry. Then I need whale to go get salt for me, which is over. We just saw it. It existed. Here, go get limestone for me. It's 2 limestone, 5 salt. And then load items until salt. No, limestone. Limestone equals 5 times this. No, 2 times this. It's 150. 1,500. Then I need you to go get salt, which would be so great if I would have actually picked out where it was. Right here. And now there you need to load items until caravan has salt. And then this times 5 is 3,800. Then I want you to come here. Circuit condition. Unload. Unload. Circuit condition comparator equals go. And then limestone. And then salt. So right here, okay, and then 1,500. Right? We good? We good? Take care of this, my friend. All right, he's on his way. Right here, it's now limestone. Right here, it is salt. Great work. All right, so that takes care of this step. Congratulations, me, eternal champion. Now we have to come over here and discuss what happens here. So we're making pulp the second right now. And that we need water and pressurized air. Quite a lot of water, quite a lot of pressurized air. How many of these guys are we going to have? So it's a pass-through. 666.6 in, 66.6 out. Just a pass-through transformation. So how much does this eat? It's another pass-through. So it's exactly, we need 7 of these. Great. Glad we had that talk. So 7 of these means we need what? That's going to be 1,000 water. That means like 4 water pumps. And then only a couple pressure pumps. So let's just not pay attention to that right now. So we're going to be doing this. Oh, we're out of flots. This is our general idea. All right, let's go get some flots. Just run back again. Grab this, I think. 2 of them may be enough. All right, so next. Down here we are. And now those get bombed in. This is very awkward. I kind of want to shift this all over by one building. I don't feel like that is totally illegal. It's going to fit. We still have a via, and we can use this space for routing pipes. So let's do that. And it does get set up like this because this is where the fluid is. No, you should be up the highest. So we'll go like this. Okay. And this is our pinion of this side, and that side, and that side. And that's great. And then you'll just have a straight line across. Oh. And then Koopy. And then H. And then, no, cut. Excuse me. And then H. And then like that. And I guess we do this then instead. Okay, that works. And then right here, and then we have beacon space. All right, so anything else? No, this is a liquid transformation. Wonderful. So right there. No, don't do that. Let's try it again. Why does that look so bad? Oh, because I already put stuff down. Okay. I understand the error of my ways now. Excuse me. And then right there. There we go. And right there, and pick up. But not the logo. Okay. So I think we can make this work, right? This looks very dense, very appropriate, very Factorio. The way to see if this lines up, absolutely, it lines up nowhere. It does not line up in a single place. So very well. I do this then. There. The pulp, the first is put in. Now what we need is water and we need air. So let's do air first. Where is my pressure pump? I think we're going to need 2 U's. Make air. Yeah, now we're making 800 air. That's enough for all these guys. So, yeah. Just awkward piping right here. Okay. Air engaged. Now we need water. Give me pump jacks. water, and water. Oh, that's enough for all of you guys right there. Okay. Sounds good to me. So, we will put it in, and then, after that, we will proceed to the next step. Can you imagine? Are you excited? It's going to be the best. It's going to be the absolute best. I can't wait. This next step is going to hold the key to all of my hopes and dreams. Everything I've ever wanted since I was a little child will be granted to me if only I can do this next step properly. And if I mess it up, well, I guess my childhood teddy bear gets set on fire or something? Probably. Makes sense. It feels fair anyway. All right, so we still have plenty of room in this stack. We're just cracking along, aren't we? 3 steps already, and having conceptually grounded ourselves. So maybe just one more in this block. Maybe we'll be able to get 2 more in, even though the next one involves a reflux step, and that's going to be hard. All right, leaching stations. You need 2 and glycerol. We don't have that open. Maybe we can bring it in up there and bring it down. That's probably fine, right? So answer. How many of these we need? This is a pass-through, and this is yet another pass-through. So the answer is 7. We don't have to think. We need 7 of these happy fellows. And these are a little bigger than the other ones. In that we can get, well, we can't even get 7 in, because that's touching the walkway, and that's illegal. But, the other one's lined up differently. So like this is what we're doing. And this is beacon space right there, and maybe we can try to tie into that, perhaps. That's an idea. All right, so what do we need? We need glycerol, and we need to wire up the pulps. Easy enough, I say. We'll just bring glycerol up from over here, and then we will plug it in. Right there. And glycerol, is that you? Yeah, it is. Bring over a large amount of it to me, please. My patch for the biofluid network still hasn't been reviewed, really. I get the feeling that people look at that area and they just kind of groan. It's like, I don't want to deal with this, which I have so heavy sympathies for. All right, so glycerol will come in right here, and we'll line it up with that, and that's going to be everything right there. Yeah, right there. This might be all we do in this bucket, in this city block. No, we have to do the opposite of what I'm doing. H and H. And then over like there. But that, oh, where do we put the beacon? I suppose we go on the bottom, because we can't count on lining up exactly on the top. There's going to be a lot of uncomfortable questions like that in the future, isn't there? So that's what happens, and then I suppose this goes and just rails down. And we have a mushroom over here, but we can't do that right there because of where we just said we are going to put the beacon. So don't do that. Instead, do this. And we will keep the discipline. We will continue grinding forward, and we are going to make it, my friends. Then you put a cherry on it right there. So what we need is now pick this up, put that right there. Oh, I don't have any vias right here. That's kind of an oversight, isn't it? All right. Get to that in a second. And then all this gets picked up. It's not real. It isn't real, I say. Why aren't you bound together? Wouldn't that be easier? Better? All right, so like that, like that, like that. Easy enough. And it's locked in place right here. I guess below here is just waste space. And that I'm not going to do anything with it. Which is great. Now we need a via. And the best place to put the via is right here. Perfect. All right, so clip, clip, ready. First off, the number 2 fluid has to get in. The best place to do that is right here. Great job. It's not lined up exactly, but it's lined up pretty good. And that brings in that, and the glycerol comes in down there, and then it just produces one thing, and it gets on that line right there. Excellent. We have done tier 4 for today. And putting this over here just seems like a terrible idea. Though we will... Oh, yeah, this is not going to work at all. All right, don't force it. So we have a intertwined relationship right now. Let's see how closely... Oh, pick that up. Pick up that fuge. And let's start doing some real talk, because we have to actually start measuring right now. So 66 out. And so we are still at the 450 liquid in. And we got to do all the math again at the end of this. Don't forget. And then right here, oh, this does a lot less. Oh, dear. We're going to need a lot of centrifuges. Oh, dear. This could be bad. Yeah, it produces nickel overflow. And for each one of these, we need like 5, but probably more. 5, but more centrifuges. We're going to need a ton of centrifuges. Oh, no. They take a while, too. This is going to be a huge power drain. All right, so you are banished. And we have related rates again that we have to talk about here. Banished, but banished closer. So this consumes 20 a second. So division, we are going to need at least 23 of these. But I suspect there's going to be more, because here, let's put the notepad back up. So we start with 450 fluid in, and then we divide by 20, which gives us our 22.4 centrifuges. 22.4 produces it's going to be 10 a second. So it's going to be produces 22.4 tailings. Is it tailing? No, it's not tailings. It's slime. Slime. Okay. So 224 slime. And then we have to go look at the next thing. And this is this produces here. That's 224 divided by no, wait. It halves the slime. That's what we see just looking at the math. So 224 produces, is this, again, nickel overflow? Nickel overflow. Oh, no. Oh, no, friends. 1, 2 overflow. So it's going to half again. And then that overflow is going to become half slime. And then it's going to become half overflow. So it's by a quarter, right? Yeah. 450 divided by 4 is essentially this number. So then it's going to be, so the sequence is 450 and then 11 plus 112 plus, and then 112 450 times 0.25 is 112 times 0.25, and then we're going to get 28 plus 0.25. Now we're at 7, and then it's going to be like 2, right? We're going to say that, and then we're going to stop. So this is the amount of total, it's going to be 600. 600 overflow in. And then that has to be divided by 20. 600 divided by 20 is 30. So we need 30 of these happy guys singing along. And that's a lot. That is quite a lot of centrifuges. And that's 15 gigawatts of power being drawn constantly. Assuming they're all running. All right, rise to the challenge, right? So centrifuges. So I have that many on me. I bet if I come back, no, I bet if I raid the production box, I'll get the last one I need. But then I'm going to need more later. So big sad, right? It's right there. I didn't know I was in the right place, but I kind of hoped, as one does. Hope you're doing the right thing in the right place at the right time. So 30. Okay. All right. Let's go. And we have to, because it's a reflux, right? This has to be regulated so that this only underflows in. Right? And we use the reflux first. So that's what has to happen there. All right, so it's going to be in like this. I declare it. And then we need so much xylitol. Well, this needs methanol, and then the other thing needs xylitol, right? So it doesn't need a huge... Okay, it's only 300 a second based on previous calculations. We really should run a pipe, right? We have xylitol as an additive. I don't know. We'll start with biofluid, and then it's all going to crash soon. And that's fine. We rejoice in the fact it crashes. So it's just 2 in, 2 out. Do this, play the game. It's going to make it really difficult to do a via anywhere. Do a centrifuge, a beacon anywhere. And that's going to be pretty important. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we won't have the room. So, how do we do this? Maybe we H it. And then we move this over. No, this doesn't work either. Like I was thinking, pull this over to here. And then pull that over there. Now we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would work. And then make the mushroom right here. It's a more complicated piping scheme than I normally do. Like this somehow. Just like a 4-way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just do the opposite of this right here. H. Yeah. And then down here, we don't have to care that much because the beacon's on the upside. Well, we should put the beacons on the inside then, right? So this is the kind of thing we should be doing right here. And then H. And then on the outside, we don't care. But here we preserve the beacon space. Okay, I believe in this more. Like I keep saying, I will eventually hit the right conclusion if given enough time to guess. Okay, so Pipe City right here. All right, good. So this is what we're doing, eh? This is how we're going to live our life. All right, so how many of these can I slap down in a row? What? Can't build on water. Oh, do we have a little... We have a little speck of water right there. And I divested myself of all of my landfill. That was not intelligent of me. Here, high five. Thank you for all that stuff. Thank you for your contributions. Back again. Maybe I'll get through this all today. Maybe I won't. I no longer know. Maybe this will be a 3-day operation, which it probably should be, given that one of the days was a half day. So what I want to do is this, essentially, and then this. And what we have in this situation is not a great number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's a bad number. So that means we will put down a full 5 extra. All right, it's fine. It'll be okay, I guess. So we do that. We fix this. And I suppose we should have done the opposite before. And a big V, right? And then it's like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is where it must be. And then at some point we seal it in, I guess. This is what, 14? Yeah. This is the block of pain. The block of no, you do not have any power. Okay, so I guess I just don't comment on this at all right now. I just koopy the entire thing. Is this okay? I think this is okay. Are we already out of pipe? And it's going to be the entire block. Just there's nothing else for it. Man, centrifuges suck. They all use so much power for so much time. And this still is only getting us to 28, right? Yep, indeed. We're going to need so much methanol. It's not even going to be a joke. And you guys come right here, right? Okay, so we need still more centrifuges. Our number is still 30. But we're slowly getting through this. Like, that is such a 15 gigawatts of power I just put down. That's intense. We still don't have enough of these, and I need more still. But I came here for pipe mostly. All right, go get me more pipe. We're going to need a lot more pipe. Probably, it's not even close to being enough. All right, all you guys paint it in. We're still missing a centrifuge. All right, great. I bet we're going to be able to see a noticeable spike when I light this up. It's like, do we see it? Kinda. There's the passive centrifuge draw. Then we got to worry about hooking this whole thing up because I didn't do any of that. So I suppose we will do this here. Like so. And then it also goes right here. No, that doesn't work because of, well, physics, really. There we go. That's what we want out of life. Yeah, remember when this was so easy to set up because I was just copying and pasting stuff and it was just, yeah, making progress. Well, we live in a different world now. Okay, so that takes care of that. And this guy will just come in right here. And there's that hell of pipes, and we just live with the hell of pipes. And that's connected together, so great. That doesn't need anything. And then clip that, and again, the hell of pipes. All right, so that puts together the methanol and the primary input, I guess, the nickel overflow. Now we have to deal with this happy boy. This is our product. So I guess I should be doing these on the other side. Let's do that. Clip, clip. And then right there. And then that's already clipped off. Oh, good. Why is that already clipped off? That's the question. Because it was never clipped on. That's the only real explanation, right? If it's not there, it's not because you didn't do it. It's because you didn't do it. So this has to be like this. And that has to be repeated over and over and over again. Good. And now in the next row, we do the same thing. 100% chance of me messing this up more. I suppose this has to be like that too. So I'm missing parts. No, not like that though. Okay, I am making this so much worse at the moment. It's already a hell of pipes. But I'm making it. I don't understand what I'm doing. All right, so it's not like that. It's like this. And then right here, it's like there and there. And then skip. And then like there and there. All right, how I wish I would have thought more when I had the opportunity. Instead, now I'm living as I am, a slave to my choices long ago, unable to change or recover, a train on tracks, a fate decided. Okay, so that's all hooked up, which I probably could have done in a better way. And we will hook it up to everyone else like this. Right there. Okay, good. And that's all the primary output. And this is all the secondary output, which will come right over here. So come with me, my friend, and then we will do something with that. Does it sound like a threat? It should. A lot of these guys aren't hooked up totally right. But whatever, we'll do this. Pipes are free, right? Okay, like so. So we didn't hook up over here. Once more, the human spirit will triumph, and I will move this forward just a little bit. I expect men to weep when I finally finish. Such will be the degree of beauty I have brought into being. All right, so this was a struggle. Yes, this was a struggle. Why am I putting the methanol here together with this stuff? This is wrong. Take this away. Real human drama exposed right now. All right, so these ends right now get clipped, or else they will cause me problems later. That's all hooked up, and that's all hooked up. I think this might be ready. Hard to be sure. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get all the way to the end today. Best I can do is get to the end of this and then finish it off tomorrow. Or I could probably do an extra long session, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I will do a normal length session. There. And I still have to go get more because of there's more centrifuges in the future, my friends. Right here. Yeah, +1. All right, we're going to be begging for centrifuges for days. All right, right there. Complete. Now we just have to fuel it, right? All right, so we really have to bring in methanol line. There's no excuse not to. Where is methanol in all of this? Give me a sign. Is it close? Is it far? I wish I could tell just offhand. Oh, no. Right here, methanol. So, right here, and it's a little close. All right, let's drag the methanol line straight over. I think this is going to be the fate of most additives, but it feels very fatey right now. Right there, methanol, come with me. And we see how far. Oh, what's this? It's a mistake. Excellent. How fortuitous that we tie directly into this now. Truly. It shows that we are the right people in the right place once again. Doing the correct thing. Oh, now this is a problem. I mean, it can be overcome, but it's going to be ugly, and it will get material in my inventory. I don't want that. Okay. Alright, so what just happened? I just got all this stuff. Really, that's it? That could have been so much worse. Alright, further this way, where we will encounter the exact same problem, only here purple flavored, grape flavored. Yeah, 100%. So I'm guessing I'm using beacon space right here. Oh, yeah, I just did a double bad, didn't I? Yeah, I got twice as much as I needed. And really, I needed none at all. Take that. And then right there, you're full. Okay, so methanol still coming over. Oh, and now we have problems. Sudden, irreversible, irreducible problems. All right, so over here. No, that still doesn't work. I guess we go down and we try to find a line that meets exactly right about here, which should be trivial, right? Completely trivial because it's open. It will never be used for anything but because it is open. All of the processing above has been complete. I suppose it will be used for sintering at some point. And reduction. So I can't get too cocky. Wait, where'd my methanol go? Serious question. I had it. I just had it. Was it one more block over, I guess? Yes, it's right there. Okay, good. Methanol to methanol. There. This is the only way to get 300 a second over, just to do this. All right, is everyone full of methanol? Great. You have no methanol. Why? It should be completely wired up right now. Why is it not? Because it is miswired. Oh no. So a thing we must do now. Great. This thing we have done many times before. There we go. Pump it all out. Get it all out of your system. All right. So this is methanol in, and it is on the wrong line. This needs to be over here, and then this needs to be over here. And I guess that's going to be harder to do. So. Yes, the actual solution is to do this. Don't do it yet. Move that up. But that's going to be a problem. Here, pick these all up. Now do it. Okay. Okay, see? See? Intelligence does occur on occasion. All right, that doesn't need to be done. Okay, and then that hooks up, and then that hooks up. Okay. We did it better / right this time. Do you believe? I totally believe. Okay. Then I can probably just pick this up and it will flush it all the way back in, right? Yeah, it didn't even overflow. That was legal. Okay, so methanol in, overflow in, and then we have a parting of ways. That's out. All right, so now we have to get this in properly. And this is it's a green droplet. I mean, what do you mean? It's a green droplet. You should know what it does just based on how it looks. It's a green droplet. Oh, and it hooks up right there. That's nice. Wait, is this nice? I'm not sure if that's nice. No, I think we did this wrong, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. Here we have 2 in and overflow out. And then here's where the split occurs. So this is in fact wrong. Okay. It's just all these green dots. How do you tell the difference between this and that? Answer is you don't. Nickel overflow in right here. So I don't think that needs to be there. I think I'm getting ahead of myself with that. Let's examine the situation again and try to imagine that we are intelligent beings. All right, so that's in next to the methanol the entire way down. Great. So this is producing what? Nickel overflow? Yeah, that's exactly where it should be. And then when we reprocess it, it will make some more overflow and it needs to come back in and allowed to be used with preference. Okay, so are we going to call this good? Is there any waste products? No, I guess they're both waste products when you get right down to it. So this out and these 2 pipes. Okay, this is our future. Next. Line this sucker up. See where we are in life. So the nickel slime comes in, and that's the shiny one, right? Nickel slime. And our goal is to make tailings. And this makes nickel overflow, and it goes back. That's right. And we need how many? So we have 30 of these guys going. And they are making 10 cents. So we have 300 units per second. 300 divided by 6. 6 is going to end up being just 5, right? Yeah, we're going to need 5 of these guys going. So, good. I shouldn't really do that. I should do this and then have 1 out. All right, so there is our 5. And that will flow back in. And then it'll be recentrifuged and we'll concentrate it. So how much xylitol are we going to need to choke down? Again, this is another xylitol line. Are we doing xylitol by biofluid over here? I know this is the first place we needed it, right? I can't see. Can't see, can't think. So xylitol comes this way. Yeah, it's a pipeline, right? We need to find this pipeline and we have to get a part of that. Oh, no, wait a second. It comes here. And then, okay, never mind. It only gets used for biofluid. No, wait, right there. Excuse me. I can read this. I'm here. I have thoughts. Yeah, and it comes in right here. And there's the xylitol. Okay. So we need to get this further over, and these all need to be clipped because they're threatening. So that was right here. And if I come straight over, it's just below where we need it. It's the same block, actually. Just gonna be a little off on the vertical, but that's fine. Clip this, clip this. No, not you. Clip that. Okay, now we have to bring this over more. And again, stop me if you've heard this before, but I'm gonna need more pipes. Where am I? Stuck in the hell of pipes. Okay, we can't get all the way there, and I feel like I'm impinging on a beacon if I do that, but I guess so be it. Straight over. Then we cross some empty space, bringing the additive to the production line. And actually, it's almost precisely where it needs to be. So xylitol comes in right there, only we have to do it from up there, of course. We'll make it work, right? So just right there. I have to go get more pipes. And then xylitol will be like so. And there will be no problems whatsoever. Except we have nowhere near enough xylitol production, and that's going to be an enormous problem going forward. So how to do this and still preserve a via? It's tough because they spaced these out as far as they could. I suppose, no. Like doing this like this, right? Easy peasy right there. And then I suppose coming up like this. This preserves the beacon space, even though it looks really ugly. Need more pipes right now. Then beacon space, beacon space, beacon space over there somehow. It'll make it work. That makes a certain amount of sense, right? In a twisted kind of way. So we have two different outputs? No, just one output. It's nickel overflow. I suppose that could be the beacon space. And it's easy. This step is a lot easier than the previous step. For which I should be grateful. Alright, so I mean just right here, just right in the center. And we're ready to go. Another liquid-liquid transformation. And no, I don't actually want any of this to happen. Alright, gotta go get more pipe. And we'll finish this off. And then I think we need to go into another centrifuge even. I'm starting to get dizzy and confused from all of the building. It's going to be okay. We'll get there. My mortal flesh shall not hold us back from the glorious triumph we will taste this day. Only through perseverance shall mankind attain as to anything. And surely it will come to pass. Why do we have xylitol in here? We have 0 units of xylitol, and that is correct, sir. So beacon here, beacon here, beacon here, we guess. All right, sure, whatever. Some of this is really weird. So we want the slime out. And the slime is the shiny one that says it's out. So this one, this is the slime. There are a lot of icons here that look almost identical. And they're all in the same line, which, you know, it's kind of exactly what you'd expect. But at the same time, I think this is a little bit funny. Straight lines are not straight. Okay, there we go. And now you're ready and you're hooked up. And you are putting back... No, wait. Yeah, your input is right there, and now your output comes back into this input, which is this line right here, which we can't extend down anymore. So I guess this is what we have to do. And we apologize to all the relevant deities for profaning the beauty which should be the pipe. And then right here, and this is just a recovery step. Okay, great. Fantastic. And that gets clipped. This gets clipped, and we're done. We are done with this step. And yes, we are getting fatigued. But we have a mere 4 more to go. Come with me, my boys. We will all be done down here. I swear it to you. In 1 or 2 more city blocks, all will be concluded. Yeah, it's going to end up being about as tall as iron, which I really wasn't expecting. All right, so in with the tailings, in with sand, in with ammonium chloride. And I guess we're going to be bringing a caravan over for this. Don't know how we're going to be doing this, but that's our plan. How many of these buildings shall we need? We determined that 30... Did we even do that? 30. Yeah, 30 of these guys will be running at any time. So it's going to be 300 tailings coming out. Would not expect it to be called tailings. Then right here, we have tailings in, and it's 300, and we're going to need 5. The number is once again 5. So, like so. And friends, you are crowding us. Move on, friends. I will see your smiling faces soon enough. Right now, I cannot look upon you with joy. And this is 2 lines, I guess. One on this side, one on the other side. And then a beacon somewhere. This is kind of rough because it's exactly the size of this. So, we have room to back off a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely aligned, right? Especially since we only need 5 of these in place. Yeah, this will work out. And then like this. And then do the exact same thing, only running opposite. Right there. Correct? I believe this is correct. And that will get in sand and chloride, and then tailings will come in like this, I guess. We will run our lines like so. Well, that happens like that, and that happens like that. Actually, maybe well, we can do a little better. Just a little better. Yeah, just like this. And then the line is like so. And that still leaves space for beacons because it's just kind of obvious, right? And then this guy will come up. You want the underflow, which comes down from over here, right? And we still don't have that coming over. All right, on my way. Gonna happen right here. Here I am, Sarge, ready to go. Bang, bang. Then we'll move this all up a little bit. This entire contraption. That feels about right. And right there. Okay. So that's how the liquid gets in. This is how the material gets in. And then a liquid comes out and it's on this line. And we need 5 of these. Okie dokie. Will do. And then obviously we have to get rid of all this. Don't touch the xylitol line. Okay. That's a little off, but okay. And it's got real good via space right here. And I didn't hook up power beforehand. How very, very, very like me. Okay, and then one more for these. And then we have to get a dinosaur in here. Or a whale, specifically. And there will be numbers. So, where are you? My template. So we need a whale out here. Our number is going to be what? 10 sand, but those stack to 200. And then, so our number is 7. I'm just going to go get thousands. I don't even want to think about it right now. Whale hungry. I want you to go get sand for me. I want you to go get 10,000 sand for me from the earth line, which is right over here. We're constantly low on dirt. That's something I can do eventually. All right, I want you to load items until caravan has sand in quantity 10,000. Then I want you to go get ammonium chloride, which is in the boxes right there, which I just made for something else. I think I made specifically for this. Load items until caravan has ammonium chloride quantity 2,000. Then I want you to come right here, circuit condition, unload until target, unload until target. Comparator equals go. Sand. Ammonium chloride. All right, good. Off you go. Make sure that works. And then lastly right here, sand, short and easy, ammonium chloride. All right, good. Then you need power somehow, which I will help with. There we go. All right, so one more time. Sand, ammonium chloride. Right there. Okay, so this step complete now. Yes? Yes, yes. Well, that's not hooked up, so that's an issue. And this isn't hooked up at all, so that's an issue again. I guess I didn't copy and paste this right. Which is fine. I can fix it. Hook it all in and done. Excellent. Fantastic. Only 3 steps left to go. And about a half hour left to do it. All right. I think that's something that's entirely within my abilities. So, stage 4, float. Once again, this is a pass-through, so we're dealing with 300 liquid. Yeah, with 600 here, 300 here, and then this is it was a pass-through here, and this is another pass-through. So this is, again, we need 5, and we need aeroflot. And I kind of want to put aeroflot on the biofluid network. I think I'm going to do that. Anyway, you need steam as well. Oh, you need 2 steam generators per. Ouch. Okay. How do we do this then, right? If we need 5 of these guys, I guess we're just doing something like this, huh? And it gets ugly. Well, we can't actually do that. All right, so steam generation is done on a level above. And then this is like right here. And is there any solid going on here? No, it's just a liquid transformation. So you go right there. And we just do something like this, right? It's going to be a little tall. And this will go like this. That's a good idea. And then this comes out like so. And this leaves plenty of room to make more of those guys later. Footprint's going to be a little big, but whatever. And then this comes out like so, and we make tailings like so. Good, I think. I mean, it leaves plenty of room for more. I mean, just for as a temporary measure, we can do this, right? And that falls within the footprint. No, we don't need nearly that many, so that's good. So steam, water, aeroflot. Here, let's set up the biofluid network. And we're going to be very close to being done here. So it really was a 2-day project, and the problem is I only gave it a half day on the first day. So that's all right. We're still doing real good, making lots of progress right here. And then I guess once nickel is done, we'll look at tin. And I think I can just start at tin directly after I pave over everything. So tomorrow will be a paving day and a verification day and seeing nickel run day. That's all right. That seems pretty good to me. Right there. And then we need a requester tank. There, and I need you to bring in aeroflot. Aerofloat. It's aero, it's actually float. I expected flot. But, well, what can I say? So now, that's that material. Tailings has to come out. Steam comes in right there. Number 3 comes in on this line. We should probably switch this, because it will be easier for me, and what else matters. And that leaves just fine, that leaves just fine. And this leaves no space for beacons. So that's a big problem. How can I do this and still get beacon space? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it doesn't work. It doesn't link up. I can move more space between things, and that's honestly not a terrible idea. Well, let's start by doing this, and then we'll look at it again. So I guess this is quite as close as we can snuggle them with this weird setup I'm doing right here. You know, it should be here. Don't do that. This is what it really should be. And then I did this on purpose right here. This was for a purpose. And those hook together. And those do both of those. But, so if there's ever going to be beacon space, it has to be down here. And if we're going to do it right here... Okay, I see how it can be accomplished. All right, so we're going to separate this. Pull it down by 1. We're going to undo this. Then we're going to pull it up by a bit. And the mushroom will be up here instead. And then we will push everything to linking up on top. And that will just be hell space. Right there. Okay, so this is good. That's enough steam. No, it isn't enough steam for both of them. This is now enough steam for both of them. It needs a lot of water. Not like so much. We need 5 of these one more time. Okay. So, Koopy, and then like so, and then like so. Like, this guy doesn't exist. Doesn't need to exist. So, how do I feel about this? Uncomfortable. This is a lot of weird. And it's also lined up with that again. We've kind of collapsed in when we don't need to. We're following a line that isn't entirely necessary. That'll be all right, right? Okay, so next we're going to have to bring in water for this, and of course aeroflot. We don't have enough of that. Tailians will get out. Tailians get out right there. Right there, and we'll pull that up as per protocol. Aeroflot is down here, so you come over and just right there. Perfect. Leaves us only with these hanging things. So tailians get out, and then we need 4 out right there. We need 3 in, which is this guy. To do that, all we have to do is come over here, up here, and then just dig right in. And there's our 3 in, and there is our 4 out. Tailians out, 4 out. This is our victory line right here. All right. Gonna kind of lose it if I keep going like this. This is intense building action. And I didn't get the liquids down yet. We're going to do it. We're going to be there. Maybe I just trust myself that everything is done correctly. That seems like a very kind thing for me to do for myself. Didn't I do this before and I found it was an enormous problem? No, it's not here though. Okay, and now. Yeah, I didn't get anything in my inventory. We touch the walkway here, and that's a little bad. But I forgive myself. Do you? I hope so. All right, so tailings hooked up. Excellent. And this step is now complete. I guess I'll review this all tomorrow. I really don't want to review it all. Maybe it'll just be okay if I leave it. How much water are we going to need? We need... Oh, aeroflot's arrived. Nice. We're going to need more electric boilers. We have, what, 6, 12, 16. So we need like 2 pumps. Pumping as hard as it can. This is okay, right? Or, no, friends. Sneaky deaky time. No, we got something better we can do. You ready for this? It's going to be great. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you hear it? Just underneath your feet. The water has been there all along. Do I have a pump? Like a pump? One of you? I don't have any. Oh, that sucks. I might have to go get the pieces for this. Or maybe I can go scavenge through the boxes. It sounds like something I would throw in the box, hoping a janitor would pick it up for me. Yes, right there. Exactly like that. Water problem shall be solved. Oh, and I didn't get any boilers. Oh, man. Definitely getting a little frazzed. Definitely need a bit of a break. Okay, good. And to think there's only like 5 or 6 more lines just like this to do. Right here. I need the thing. The thing I got. Oh, really? I have to do this now? Okay. It shows me now. That's interesting. There we go. Water. All the water we need. Beautiful. Sweet, glorious water. Brings life to the wasteland. All right, Aeroflot. That comes in, that goes out, that goes out. Great. Now we're just on this now. 2 more. Are you ready? 2 more, guys. We can probably fit that in right here, especially since one's a filter. We need syngas. A lot of syngas and chromium. All right, so look again. Oh, we need more. Never mind. We're going into the next one. That's sad. It's going to end up right here on par. Comparable to these guys. That's fine. All right, come on. Come with me. We have 300 liquid. Now we're going to need 15 of these guys. 15. So that's going to be, what's our stackability? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Such a terrible number for this. So I guess we're going to do 6 in 3 ranks. Yeah, I suppose. That's what we're going to do. And we have to bring a syngas line out. Probably isn't going to be that hard, right? We should have some. And again, it's going to take so much power. Man, 15 is the wrong number here. I really wish it was a little less, but these are all pass-throughs. How I wish these would condense. But nah, that's not the world we live in. Wait a second here. How is this? Wait a second here. Wait a second here. If our number is 30 for these, hold on. 30 times 20. 30 times 20 is 600. 600. All right, so this is the part where it gets cut in half. So this is, all right, that makes sense. This is 5. And then, well, wait a second. Yeah, it's the same. Or not? I think I made a mistake. So 600 in divided by 66.6. I've made a mistake, haven't I? We need 10 of these. Oh no, and there's this here. Ooh. I have erred. Yeah, and all this Aeroflot's going to go to waste. Oh man, I have made a mistake. Yeah, if we have... Wait a second. No, I have made a mistake, but not like I think I have. We have 30 of these, and they're producing 10. Okay, never mind. I found another mistake, but it's not what I think it is. So we have 30 liquid coming out into this. Yeah. Okay. And so this is... It cuts that in half. Well, wait a second. No, I have made a mistake. And it's not a good one. So it's 30 of these, and it's 300... No, I did it right. I've just confused myself quite a bit. So it's 300 liquid in. 300 divided by 66. Yeah, that's exactly this. Okay, so I did it right. I was just... I need a break is what I need. I need to go do something else for a while. Unplug my brain. So all this is valid. All this is good. This is all complete pass-through. And we are numbered a liquid. Our liquid volume is 300. And then right here, it goes into 20. So 300 divided by 20. That gives us 15. 15. Okay, we can do this. I mean, quite literally, yes, we can do this. We've done it all day today. We're just not going to have a smile on our face while we do this. And we're going to be behind on centrifuges for quite a long time. Yeah, we only have 4 on us and 1 on the field. So it's going to be a bit of a problem, I think. Sneeze coming. Sneeze accomplished. Half my IQ points just exited through my nose. All right, right there. And we have to pull it back. So pick you up. Go in line here. This is where you start. All right, you banished. What we need is a syngas line in, and we need chromium in. This is going to be awkward. That's okay. We can do awkward. Gets us through every single holiday. And then the big problem is this is a quad liquid transfer. So I can't, as much as I want to, I can't do it like this because that means no place to put beacons, right? Unless, 1, 2, 3, no place to put beacons. So we cannot do that. So we have to do something like this. 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we kind of do the weird thing that we did before. I think we've gained a level when it comes to fluid design right here. No, I need you to H. And then I need you to H. And so this is what we're doing, right? No, we need you to H again. This is what we're doing, right? And then it ties in somewhere else with that input. And then this output can do whatever it wants. So like this, like this, like this. Here, don't even do that. Like so, right? And then we have a unit. Okay. Okay, nice. It's going to be hell to tie this all together. So I guess we just bring this back down a bit. What do we need here? You need biofilm. Not a huge amount of it, but I'm going to bring it in with an aerial caravan anyway. Okay, so we'll just put these in between, and then that will use the rest of this. Or maybe we put this up, because we have the space right there, right? Because there is space, we consume it. And that's where the chromium comes in, and then it will enter into here, specifically right here. And then a line across, which means we need to take you and give us a big V. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. And then this hooks up and that all hooks up. We don't need to be quite like this, right? Just let it happen. Yeah, actually we do have to be quite like that because these guys aren't hooked up yet. We need a staple up top somewhere. So maybe we just pack that in right now. And yet another pipe puzzle solved, I suppose. And these guys will be stapled over there. All right, so here's a block of 4. Here's a block of 8. Here's a block of 12. And we need to do this, but we can't because it hangs over. So, woe is us. So what we need to do, I guess, is take that back, take that back. Okay, so here's a block of 4. Here's a block of 8. Here's a block of 12. And then we just put one more down and just say, screw you, vertical space. No. What we need to do is copy all this. Oh, and I didn't put in... Oh. Well, that just shoots the problem in the face, doesn't it? Because I can't put these in to get material in. Unless We just assume we only need 4 chromium and 10. Okay, so just pretend like this can work. This is a good idea. I mean, it's going to work in the beginning, but as I scale up, pretend this is going to work, right? All right, I accept that. That's cute enough for me. And right there. So like this, like that, and then like this. And then what we have to do is copy all of this. I think. No, not all of this. Most of this. Most of this. And then you go right down here, right? Yeah. And all these guys shouldn't be there. All right, here is 18 centrifuges to complement the 30 centrifuges up. This is going to require so much electricity. It's just an astonishing amount of electricity. But, I mean, electricity is free, right? It's just infrastructure. And infrastructure is also free. Just takes time. Time is not free. Time is the most precious commodity we have. Without time, we can build no factory at all. And can you imagine a world without a factory? Yes. It is a dark and bleak world, and I would not be in it for long. All right. Now we got to finish dressing this. Oh, and we're out of pipes again. Yeah. Back again for pipes, guys. Yeah, you called it. Yeah. I know you guys said, hey, you're not taking enough pipes with you. Think maybe you want to grab some more pipe? And I was like, nah, man. I got all the pipes I need. And look what happened. Look who's back, begging for pipe. So now what am I doing? We're going to have to drag a syngas line over. This is true. Absolutely true. Chromium has to come in. Just do that now. Add interrupt whale hungry. Well, actually, wait a second. If I want to be super cute, we're going to have chromium just made right over here. You know? Yeah, we're not going to do that. Keep to our task. Keep to our purpose. Keep with the discipline. And everything will be organized. The fewer exceptions you have to remember, the better your life will be. Right here. Fill cargo, come right here, empty cargo. Simple life. Off with you now. And then we'll just do this, right? And then a good leap, and then we'll do whatever we need to do in here. Well, I mean, that's pretty obvious, so let's just do it, right? Come over like so, come over like so. And then our material catalyst is in place. And we have to gather together all the tailings, so we can drag the tailings line down from right here to right here. Be careful. And then we will lock all of those in. Man, I'm just blowing this. Okay, copy. Yeah, this one had some surprises in it. Nickel. All right, so what else do we have? We have our input, which we can... Are we stapled across with? We are not stapled at all. So we will manage that now. I could have just pasted, right? And that's the overflow. This is our what's going on? The 4 comes in and the down comes in, but the down went in over there. What's going on? What is going on? I'm gathering together all the down. The down kind of looks like the 4, but isn't a 4. Remember that. The down is like a 4, but is not a 4. Okay. Okay, so like that. Completely stapled together. Our product line is there. Our tailings line is stapled together. Tailings is out. Our input line is in fact stapled together. This needs to be trimmed. Yeah, there's a lot of trimming to be done here. This is the 4 line. Stage 4 pulp. It goes right up to here, right? And now it's out. And this, okay, good. Stage 4 pulp. This is going to be just such a mess when I turn it on. It is going to be an absolute abomination. So that's going, that's going. Syngas is the thing that is not stapled and is not going. So I guess I take care of that now, right? Let's in fact take care of everything that is not syngas at the moment. That gets trimmed. These guys get trimmed. Good. That gets trimmed, that gets trimmed, that gets trimmed. Okay, now syngas. Great. Syngas is way up here, right? Right there. So we're going to have to come over here, probably to right here and then down. Okay, let's do it. No thinking, just doing. We're going to pretend like we're going to be able to just get right over. Just consume one line and go. Oh, where's this going? Is this proper syngas? No. This is proper syngas. Oh, and it's trying to help us get to where we're going. How glorious, my friends. Absolutely glorious. It's right there, right there, right there, right there. And now we have problems, I think. But not insurmountable ones. It's going to really wreck the feng shui of that area. But how can you expect anything else when an anomaly like that is forcing its way through? Here we are in titanium. Where'd it go? And then we're here with lead, I guess? Lead processing? Who can say? And then over here, and can we make it? No, actually we cannot make it. What is this? Aluminium? So, is this where we go down? Or do we consume another line? We could make it if we would have done things a little differently. I guess we consume another line. That there is nothing to be done. Okay, that's all right. And then this is nickel, where we were always meant to be. Where we can bring down syngas and deliver us from our problems. Okay, good. This way, dodging everything. Oh, completely dodging everything. That's pure luck right there. Did not plan. Okay, we didn't dodge everything. We can dodge this too. Look at that. Completely dodged. And then we just bring this in, and now we have to find ways to probably just staple everything right here, right? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? Just to do this. And that lights up syngas. And then that lights up syngas. And then we have a direct line for this additive. And all we have to do is trim it right here. And we are completely done with this step. Insofar as we don't have any more buildings to add to it. We're going to have to wait probably through the entire next episode for this to work itself out. Because this is a lot to ask for the sushi belt to provide. The sushi belt isn't good at high pressure orders. Why isn't this hooked up with the ones up there? Let's look. Tailings is hooked up there. Why isn't this hooked up? Because that is in the wrong spot. There we go. Glad I saw that, right? And now that's all hooked up, and that's all hooked up. Now we're ready for the final step. Whatever the heck goes on with this thing. Actually, we should release the chromium. So huff, 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 huff. There we go. Chromium being delivered. Not using a stack inserter here. Actually, okay, it works right there. It doesn't work anywhere else. And this will be fine, I hope. If it's not, I'm going to cry. All right, so how many of these guys are we going to need? We have 15 of these guys, and it just passes straight through. Oh my god. 4 to downy droplet right here, the down droplet. And it's just a straight pass through, so that's 300 units. And so I only need 2 filters. Are you kidding me? All right, we're gonna do this very cheap, very, 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 very cheap, like that and like that. See, look at this, the ultimate in cheapness. We're gonna do it like this, and we're gonna lump them together like this, and we're even gonna have a ground caravan do this. Where is my out? The down arrow, not the 4. That's a 4. It looks the same even. The glyph is similar. Ah, Pi. Struggling against the icon system. All right. And so this just produces, and where are we going to be smelting this? Off this rail. So we're going to bring down everything fresh off this if I can. Okay. So I guess we continue down this line simply because the symmetry looks nice. But maybe we shouldn't do that because we're probably going to have to bring stuff in for this. Here, let's look ahead. Eventually we have to reduce it with this stuff. So yes, we are going to be going over aerial caravans, so it does behoove us to avoid that. So maybe I should bring it down on the right-hand side. I kind of believe that. That's fine. And then we have to bring down a borax line. And that's it. Just a borax line. And then you get cast right here with just a sand casting. Then we can make nichrome. We can't yet. We don't have chromium. Correct. And this is coming one day. All right, so we'll do that. This will come down on this side. Only, do it right? Okay, like this. Bang, bang. And then you get picked up. And then all this, snuggle in close. Okay, good. We have reached a victory condition of sorts, I think. It will come down right there. And then we will hook into casting down in the casting area. Okay, one more thing to do, and that's bring the biofilmosaur over. So, dinosaur, come here. Add interrupt, dinosaur hungry. And then go and where do we put biofilm? Nice to see we have pentoxide. There's only been one delivery, though. Are you pentoxide? No. Where did I put the biofilm? It's a product. And I know I've seen it a couple times. It's a bio product, so it should be over here in like this stack. Yeah, and that, okay, it's right there. It's exactly where I logically thought it through to be. I suppose that's a sign of a good design, right? Okay, so there you go. Biofilm will come over. You got the liquid in right there. There's no byproducts. You just produce the high-grade nickel. And then for balance, we will do a balancer right there. And that's it. Next episode is just getting the casting all together. And that's going to be pretty easy. And after that, turning it on and seeing what happens. It actually looked okay. Yeah, that looked okay. That's terrible. Here, let's take that off as our final act for today. Let our final act be one of beauty. And this is good. Okay. I really hate leaving purple blocks of shame out, but what can you do when you have to throw down 45 centrifuges in a single episode? I didn't see that coming. I mean, I should. I read the instructions beforehand to look at what was coming. But this was a pretty good episode. Oh, and if I had this up this entire time, I have to stop using this notepad. I keep leaving it up and just having it up for entirely too long because I never look over there at the monitor screen. And so I really shouldn't do that. It doesn't block that much, but at the same time, I feel it's inelegant. So I have to be very, very careful about that. Maybe just no more on it. Use it only for chores instead of also follow along math time. All right, so let's recap. It's been 2 hours exactly. Huh. That's not bad at all. Because the last episode, so it's like 2.5 episodes to get to 1.5 episodes to get to this point. So it would be 2 episodes entirely if I had done it all in one go. Which I think is pretty good. All right, so right here, zoom out, zoom to the level of that right there. And then try to show just a little bit over there. Yeah. Okay, this is where we screenshot. And screenshot. So, what did we do today? We just closed our eyes and continued building out the nickel processing line. Last time, we got all the way to nickel grade 4. Here, we took it all the way through to the end, to the blocks. So this block right here and this block right here and the rest of this one is all reserved. There is no space here to put in smelting or alloying. So it's like copper and iron in that regard. And then I will drag down here and we will make the plates right there. And so we'll do melting right there and then casting into plates right here. And then that will get shipped up and then there'll be one more material checked off. Then we'll make nichrome in here eventually because aluminum is so short. Yeah, it's a good idea. Nickel was just shocking in how many centrifuges it required. 45 centrifuges in this entire line. Just 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4. We did 4 blocks today, so I think that's about as much as I can reasonably be expected to do in a half hour. Put down an entire city of a 2-hour episode. Just a full city block per half hour. And this one was pretty complicated, but we got through it. And then after that, we just throw ourselves into tin. Then we throw ourselves into chromium here, and then zinc right here, and then nexlite right here. Then we start going for the weird stuff. And eventually we'll have to do more artillery day. Eventually we'll have to do more additives. We'll do a lot more mixes and alloys in the center, and we will catch ourselves up technologically to where we were in the South Factory, and it will feel very good. But for right now, I am done. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.